extremely choppy trading day. Let's go over the results. Giving back about 80% of yesterday's gains in the 200K portfolio. The 50K portfolio gave back all those gains, and the gains yesterday were less in the 50K portfolio because there was additional slippage, even though those trades are executed at the same time. But just this back and forth, we experienced this last week, up 4K, down 4K, up 4K, down 4K, and then just this constant fight between trend and chop. And I thought the chop today was absolutely extreme. We see the propping machine that comes in, and I'm going to go over that. But on the week, we're right around, to me, this is break even. This is break even on the week. Up on the month, though. And so yesterday we had decent gains on the short side, even though over half the sell-off was within 1 to 5 minutes. Let's look at that again. In the pre-market, I want to go over that in the pre-market, what happened a little bit. So here is the 1 minute replay, and what we saw in 1 minute was a NASDAQ range in 1 minute of trade of 365 points. And within 5 minutes, it was, let's see, within 5 minutes, 2, 3, 4, the low was 537. So 450 points, 360 points in 1 minute, 450 points within 5 minutes. And so most of the trading, if you execute a trade in here, it's just really, it's really difficult. And so we had some stop losses in there. And that was yesterday's trade. Massive momentum selling into the close yesterday, and then just chop fest from the lows yesterday. It comes back into this range, and we've seen these prop up price action. I thought today's prop up price action was extremely strange looking. Here it is on the 24 session. Looks a little different. And it did take out this low right here in the pre-market by a couple of points. But during the day session, it was held up and more divergent. So it's propping and it's making wider and wider ranges as it chops. And so this last 30 minutes, it took basically the entire day's range on the NASDAQ. And so makes it difficult to trade that. I wanted to share that with you to show you the type of market that we're dealing with. And oftentimes we'll get that prop up in the afternoon. We had pretty much an entire 24-hour session of propping the machine that seems like it comes in and favors the bulls to prevent the market from going down any further. And it just looks unusual. It looks unnatural and unusual. Let's go over the trades on the day. So we were short the ES at the close yesterday. Took the long trade, reversed to the long side, and then it was stopped out. And then we took another short trade, reversed to the long side, stopped out. And now the last trade was a short trade that hit the profit target, and now it's reversed to the long side. And so it's long, holding a position long. And so we'll see, oftentimes this prop action will roll over, but our position currently is long. It will hold that until it hits its profit target. So it hits profit target and then roll over. The market could rally tomorrow. Anything could happen. We could take back all of yesterday's losses. In my opinion, this entire rally since June 16th was built on the premise that the Fed would pivot, and after yesterday's CPI, all of that expectation that the Fed will pivot should be washed away, and all this rally was unwarranted, and the market should have trended lower, in my opinion, and it should be down here. It should be below these lows, but the liquidity tends to distort that. We'll get the balance sheet tomorrow. We'll see if the Fed is actually following through with what they say they would on their balance sheet reduction. And so let's look at the NASDAQ strategies now. 0 for 5 on the NASDAQ. So all the strategies that traded today were losses in a difficult trading environment. And EVP1 down on the day, 2 trades, tried to short it, and it rallied back. And now we have gap continuation, stopped out the low and then rallies. That's one of the more frustrating scenarios in trading. When you take this trade and it goes back and forth, pulls back, it rallies, pulls back, then it comes down, hits your stop, and then as soon as it hits your stop, boom, it bounces all the way back up. and it happened on pretty much two strategies today: gap continuation 2019 and tick reversal. So it's always it's one of those annoying days of chop that was extreme. I'm happy that we had the gains yesterday and equity peaks yesterday to buffer this type of price action. Gap continuation 2022 stopped out also at a higher price, so the stop loss is a little tighter on this. And then trend overlap, took the long trade, stopped out as well. So those are the trades on the day for Wednesday, September the 14th, 2022. Looking forward to tomorrow's trade to see what happens if the liquidity drives this market higher, or if the market once again rolls over, depending on the thoughts on inflation and what the Fed will do next.
Hey, David Bean here. Welcome to Capstone Trading Systems YouTube page. Be sure to subscribe to join our community of algorithmic traders. We are real money traders. We share our winning streaks, we share our losing streaks, as well as market updates, strategies, and coding tips.